Okay, let's do a quick update on where I think the heading. Going pretty well so far. Spending a hell of a lot of time trading it at the moment, but do it. Been playing with the Lendl Pro trader lately just to see sort of setups I can use on that, and probably look to bot it soon. This isn't financial advice. This is just the way I'm seeing the market, but hope it helps. Just a quick one here on the daily with Bitcoin. We have had a daily close below these local sort of lows, which we are putting in a lower low. Still not looking great for Bitcoin. And one thing I wanted to note is this downward trend line here, which sort of based off the peaks up top. We are getting very close again. So it's been a bit horizontal since June. When you look at it on this sort of time frame, but yeah, it's not looking great. You would, if it continues this uptrend here, you'd expect it to probably hit the 50 EMA on the daily around the same time that it's going to hit this downward trend. And these are never exact. Might fall a little bit short, it might through. What you want to see is a nice breakout, come down, potentially a retest, maybe even a retest of this level here. So it may actually come out, look like it's pumping really hard, and then it'll come back, retest this level. That's sort of the best case scenario. Weeks, I think. The PSRSI is trending back up, so, but it's kind of in no man's land. What I'm looking for turnarounds and good sort of area where we're outside the. Go down 1 hour. So yeah, I mean, we are putting in some high highs, high lows from this point here. Would expect another little pump up. The 200 on the 1 hour is providing some resistance here, so it needs to break above that, clear break above that, and then come back down again. So I'm actually expecting a little bit of short-term upside here. There's no real vector candles down here anywhere on the 1 hour or larger time frame. Too worried about. Need to come back down to recover those. 4 hours fine. This is, I think, from memory. No, it's not a vector on the 4 hour. It's actually looking okay for an upside setup. So little bit horizontal in the last day or so, so a bit tricky. There is a vector candle here. We may actually come down. We may make this 200 on the minute. So I'd be putting stop loss to that if you're going to put it long from here. But it could potentially come all. So it's looking more to the upside than it is to the downside at the moment, put it that way. Yeah. Trending down on the 3 minute. Not looking super healthy, but looking at the PSRSI, I am expecting a turnaround at some stage here, sort of tracking along the bottom, that red zone there. PSRSI I don't pay too much attention to on the short time frames, but we look at it on the 15-minute, it is obviously below that red line there. And once that starts to tick up, I would expect to have a decent move up, just because even the 1 hour, you're potentially going to hit that 50 and then come up. I'd like to see this red coming up a bit more before we actually saw any major. If it comes down and breaks below that midpoint, that white line there, then I'm not expecting a huge amount of downside before. Sorry about it, looks a bit messy, but indicators I got at the moment I'm playing with. So this one actually back testing a few things at the moment. Started this shorter time frames, so I'll let you know if that works out. But as I said, haven't really. We had a red vector in there. We are breaking below the 200 on the 5 minute, but again, lower time frames. You don't pay too much attention. The moving averages for this 800 on the 5 minute, similar to 200. If we break below this point here, because there is a bit of support going to be around this level, I'd be looking at basically, I'd be sort of, this here is a sort of a larger time. We're sort of retesting. He's struggling to get higher. There is a lot of vectors. I think that's most likely at this point. Whether we see some more downside because they're below that, payback in 20. I think we are sort of forming a little bit of a, as I said, this trend line. That trend line here is going to, we can break above that and clear that, then I'd be expecting a retaking these vectors at 22,800, potentially 23,200, and over time you potentially become. After that, I don't know. That's a long way out, to be honest. You potentially expect sideways action and maybe some more downside. I tweeted today I'm expecting a recession in 2023 just based on the indicators around the number of yield curves that are inverted at the moment is over 50%, and The median treasury curve just dipping below zero, which both of those things combined indicated a recession in the coming. May get here before Christmas, which is fun, but likely. Hope that helps. Not financial advice, but have a good weekend, and I'll see you next time I get a spare minute. Catch ya.